Hey guys, it's the Metal Blade 5. Welcome back to more Donkey Kong Country Returns. Last time, we finished off the normal stages and the temple stage of the Volcano. And as I'll show you here, I have gotten all of the puzzle pieces in all of the levels. So, we got nothing else to go back for. It's time to finish this fight. Taking on the mastermind of the Tikis. Tiki Tong Terror. Oh boy, let me tell you, I'm probably gonna die on this a lot. Because, yeah, this game's always been hard. And as we are reaching the final boss, yeah, the final boss is also hard. And oddly enough, this doesn't actually do anything, even though it looks like they should be able to flip over. So we go on up ahead. And now we have finally come face to face with the giant head that just randomly popped out of Donkey Kong Island, starting all this, and we have a vertical rocket barrel section. However, this one, you actually have a reason to accelerate, being that you have various hazards that will actually kill you if you stay back. So, yeah. It also includes these fiery saw blades and an extra life there, which I really want. Yeah. Now in this section, we got these Tiki balloons that will follow you around. You want to accelerate a little bit here to keep them off your trail, to give you more time to avoid them, I guess, as they get on your trail. They only slightly follow you. Eventually, they will just kind of stop, and you're kind of safe in there. This is the only section they come up in, so you're safe from this point. And oh god! Oh shit! I'm expecting there, yep, to be one in the center there. And then accelerate through this. Accelerate through that. And I did it in one try. I'm very surprised by that. I died a lot on that as a kid. And now we have the final boss of Donkey Kong Country Returns, Tiki Tong. And yeah, he follows the same Nintendo tradition of having a boss where you just attack the hands the whole time. Never mind, my strategy does not work here. What I recommend doing is stay nearer to the edges, but I guess that doesn't work anymore. Great, because that attack over there where he slams his hands down, I am already doing atrocious at this fight. And just saying, well, one thing I can say is that now that we've seen him, his face will appear in the death animation, but you have a checkpoint here, so you only really get to have Diddy for one chance in this fight. Otherwise, you got to replay the whole stage, and why do I keep forgetting that you can duck there? And then you can drop hearts, which is nice. Crap! Oh! Damn it! Crap! Why am I suddenly losing all my skill? Okay, this is already going better. So what I recommend doing is, that's why I recommend staying in the corner. When he does that attack where he slams hands across, which is kind of hard to avoid, and wow, I'm surprised I actually jumped on that. I didn't mean to jump there. Yeah, you can actually jump on the hands, and that's a very good way of avoiding that attack, because that attack typically is very annoying to dodge. jump. When his hands, the jewels on his hands shine, that shows when he's going to do that. Oh crap! The hitbox is kind of picky for the jewel there. Each of his hands only have 2 hit points, so once you jump on them twice, they get destroyed. And I've jumped on each of them well, before that I jumped on each of them once so far, so there. You can place a heart on one of his hands like that. If you touch the hand though, he'll grab it, so he's kind of baiting you with it, but you can still get the heart out of that, which is nice. Just need to wait for him to slam the hand back down on the ground. There, and I rolled away. Rolling isn't really that good of a strategy because it typically means you don't have the time to go back and jump on it, and there we go. Taking out the other hand, so now it is the head that we're going to take out. First he will jump on the ground, create a shockwave, and then you gotta hit the button on his head. Great. And then he shoots out these things, which home in on you. And that is very annoying, and that heart does damage because it's on fire. And I hate these things because they're like impossible to avoid! I should also mention that when he only has one hand left, he can fake you out as well. But anyway, back to getting to the head. I don't know why I'm suddenly having trouble with that shockwave attack. It's not really that bad. More of the issue is just trying to hit the button on his head. As long as he doesn't do those those homing guys, that should be fine, because I find those like impossible to avoid. He also has... Never mind, I thought he was doing a different attack there. Still has that heart there, which will eventually not be on fire, which is nice. Crap. I want that heart to... There we go. Okay, please. Okay, there. Back to you just slamming your head into the... Are you fucking kidding me? He's still doing this damn attack! Can you please stop now? Okay, here we go. That's 2. I believe it takes 3 hits and he's done, so we should be at 1 hit left, and I really hope I don't die at this point. He does have one other attack, which I'm really surprised he hasn't done yet. He has an attack where he spins his head around all over the place and drops a bunch of enemies down on you, which, okay, I've got to be really patient here. Wait till that heart's around. Yep, okay. Crap. Oh! Damn it, the timing! Oh god, thank god he swoops down there. And... Oh no. He didn't even drop a heart. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay. Yes! Die, you mother... Falcon Punch! And that was Donkey Kong Country Returns. Oh man, as I said about in the first episode, I'm pretty sure I had wanted to do this game for like quite a long time. I think even when I first started doing Let's Plays, I kind of wanted to do this game, but of course, even from the very beginning of doing Let's Plays, I had found constant problems with my capture card, especially the biggest one being that commentary and audio would get very desynced if I went on really long times, and knowing how this game's pretty hard, especially with the temple stage, I was thinking, yeah, that's probably gonna be a case if I ended up doing that. So I kind of ended up putting off because of that, but more recently I have found those issues become very less and less frequent with my capture cards, so I thought, you know what? Now I think it's actually a good time to actually do this, and I'm kind of surprised how some things I thought would actually take a long time for me to do, because I thought that I would just die on over and over again, didn't actually. I guess it must be like a similar thing with Mario Galaxy, where obviously just I sucked at the game, kind of, because I was older when this came out compared to Mario Galaxy, and I did 100% it, which I think was one of the first few games that I actually did 100% when I was a kid, which, you know, obviously I was better at that, but obviously I sucked at it compared to how much I do now, which obviously that kind of affected my view of how long some things would take, although again, still, some of the temple stages did take a really long time to beat, I'll admit that, but I haven't really had any sort of desyncing issues. I've had, well, any issues that I'm present, that's just sometimes the videos just skipped ahead for some reason. I have no way to sort of prevent that, really. But yeah, this Let's Play went along much better than I did, but, you know, there's not really much I really have to say about this game in terms of, like, the gameplay, because it's the typical sort of Nintendo platforming stuff that you're used to. It's just more that this was obviously the first Donkey Kong Country game that I actually played, because I had actually not even heard of the original Donkey Kong Country games when this game came out. So I was, like, when I was a kid, I was so confused why there was returns in the title. I was thinking, what? Referring to Donkey Kong himself, and I even was surprised when I saw Donkey Kong get his own game, because, like, I thought Donkey Kong was the bad guy, how games, but yeah, obviously, I saw from the trailers that this game looked really fun, and I got when I was a kid, and I just got really hooked to it. And of course, I did get frustrated a lot when dying, as I kind of did a lot here with the constipation noises and me shouting "why" over and over again in many compilations. But yeah, I still enjoyed it in the end, and even when obviously having to go through the temple stages, when obviously getting all the Kong letters and the puzzle pieces, basically on effectively a second playthrough, just because I pretty much missed almost all of them on my first time. Yeah, even then I still enjoyed it when having to play the levels again. Now, as for this Let's Play, I'm kind of surprised how much I really got to say. I mean, there were times in which I did kind of notice when watching playback where it sounds like I'm speaking normally, but not, and where I sound like I'm bored and I think like, oh god, people are gonna hate it, but people surprisingly enjoyed it, and I absolutely loved the fucking running joke of the Tiki boss defeats. I was originally saying that just be a one reference to Team Rocket, and that somehow ended up becoming a running joke, which I just loved. But anyway, now that we have defeated Tiki Tong, there is still one more surprise left for us. The Golden Temple has been revealed, and that is what we are going to be covering in the first of the 2 bonus episodes I have. Donkey Kong Country Returns. We'll be heading off to the Golden Temple. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know you're enjoying this, and I'll see you guys next time.